Welcome. This is Khalid Shabazz and you're watching Gawa News. Before we begin, quick highlights of what's here in today's bulletin. We'll take a look at the current developments between India and China. Why is the number of COVID-19 cases rising in Telangana? What doctors say about the new Fabiflo medicine approved by the government for coronavirus? 10 acres of land approved for Muslim graveyard by State Waqf Board and other stories. Let's take a look. To assuage tensions between India and China, talks at different levels are still on to defuse the situation. Meanwhile, former Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, advised Prime Minister Narendra Modi to choose his words wisely before speaking, referring to PM Modi's recent statement on China at all-party meeting where he said nobody entered our territory and no posts were claimed by Chinese. PM Modi is still facing criticism for his statement. Meanwhile, people have questioned the Prime Minister on social media if we needed 9 lakh Indian soldiers at Kashmir's border, while despite Chinese aggression, we have only appealed to ban Chinese products. Particularly when a major section of the Indian consumers are dependent on made in China products, to what extent the ban will be successful and if it will further devastate the Indian markets, only time will tell. Telangana Chief Minister KCR today paid homage to Lieutenant Colonel Santosh Babu, who was killed by Chinese soldiers at the Indo-China border in Galwan Valley. The Chief Minister offered condolences to the family of martyred commanding officer and presented a check of 5 crore rupees to his widow. After Telangana reported a record 730 new COVID-19 cases on Sunday, there is suspicion among the general public whether the situation will improve anytime soon. Is the number of coronavirus cases actually rising? What is the current situation in Hyderabad and Telangana? Dr. Khazar Hussain Junaidi, General Secretary of Telangana Junior Doctors Association, speaking to Gawa News, said the rise in the number of cases is attributed to the increase in the number of tests being carried out, particularly after the government approved private diagnostic centers. Junaid, as we have seen, Telangana yesterday recorded a spike in the number of cases. There was 730 new cases recorded in one single day. What is the situation now and what are the latest developments?
I don't think we should be surprised by the rising number of cases. It is just that community transmission has already started because we are not able to trace the number of the positive case to a particular contact or exposure. So it is just that because we have increased the number of tests that are being done, more number of people are being reported, and actually doing more number of tests is important at this juncture because we are going to know the burden of the disease and further planning can be done in their management. I believe we are already late at privatizing this testing and management facilities because government alone is not sufficient. Government setup alone is not sufficient in management of this.
More and more people are willing to get tested and hence the spike in the number of reported cases. He said emotions of the people for their family, friends and relatives are also catalyzing the transmission of the disease. People generally take their brothers, sisters or parents for granted. If someone in a household goes out frequently for groceries or some other activity, other members of the family must take necessary precautions to isolate themselves from the risk of exposure. Currently, Gandhi Hospital is treating all the positive cases, while there may be a window of doubt whether we see the spike in positive cases as a result of increased frequency of testing or actually spreading of the virus due to community transmission. Dr. Junaidi has advised people to exercise all necessary precautions even with their immediate relatives, like social distancing, frequent washing of hands and using sanitizer, and going out only when absolutely necessary. He said, like all the pandemics, the coronavirus pandemic too is multiplying exponentially. When it started before the lockdown, the exponent was 2, and it was recently 9 or 10 people getting infected from one person. For the pandemic to stabilize, the exponent must be 1. After the Government of India approved the Fabiflo medicine, there are speculations among the general public for its availability and effectiveness, but doctors in general are skeptical about its use as it is said to be effective only on beginner to moderate infection levels. He advised people to consult a doctor immediately if symptoms begin to appear. The middle class and the lower middle class Muslims worry all their life and even after death. After poor Muslims die, it is difficult for them and their relatives to get burial land. Different graveyards have different rates for burial land in Hyderabad. Rates range from 10,000 rupees to 2 lakh rupees for burial place per person. Some graveyards are controlled by land mafia, some graveyards are ruled by sectarian divisions and do not offer space for Muslims of other sects. Some graveyards are fixed for local residents only and do not offer burial space for anyone from outside the locality. In recent times, due to denial of burial space, a Muslim man was buried in a Hindu cemetery. In consequence, there was unrest among the Muslim community for denial of space for burial. Chairman Telangana State Waqf Board Mohammad Salim had then announced that there will be no cost for burial space at all Muslim graveyards in the state. He even announced that strict action will be taken against those charging a fee for burial space at any of these graveyards. On the morning of 22nd June, today, Waqf Board Chairman Mohammad Salim offered 10 acres of land as burial space for Muslims, where Muslims, regardless of their sectarian, financial or ideological backgrounds, will be allowed to bury their departed relatives at this graveyard without any fee. He also announced that more Waqf land will be commissioned for graveyards whenever and wherever required. In response to a question by Gawah News, Chairman Mohammad Salim said there was no pressure on him for taking this decision. Karnataka's renowned educational group Shaheen Academy, which started its campuses in particularly as it focused on training students with moderate academic potential to become top performers in state board exams. In the first year exams, students secured top ranks in the state, with a BPC student Husna Ara securing 9th rank and MPC student Syed Nizamuddin securing 11th rank in Telangana state. Most students secured between 90 to 97% marks. That's all for now. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.